Have you ever started your day with a comforting plate of eggs, only to feel sluggish, bloated, or mentally foggy just hours later? What if I told you that the problem might not be the eggs themselves, but what you're pairing them with? Every morning, millions of people around the world wake up believing they're making the healthiest breakfast choice by cooking up a plate of eggs. They're convenient, affordable, and packed with protein, right? But what if I told you that those same eggs, when combined with just a few common ingredients, could silently trigger chronic inflammation, digestive distress, and long-term nutrient deficiencies, without you ever realizing it? Imagine this: you wake up early, cook a beautiful breakfast with eggs, toast, maybe a cup of tea. And by 10 a.m., you're exhausted, irritable, and craving sugar. It's not a lack of sleep. It's not stress. It's what's on your plate, and what's paired with your eggs. In this video, I'm going to expose 3 dangerous egg combinations that could be sabotaging your health, and you likely eat them often. But don't worry, I won't just leave you hanging. I'll also give you the right foods to pair with eggs to supercharge your energy, sharpen your focus, and support longevity, backed by real science and decades of clinical experience. I'm Dr. Michael Tran, physician, researcher, and wellness educator. With over 25 years of hands-on experience helping patients transform their health through smarter nutrition, I'm here to empower you with knowledge you can use today. So before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone you care about. And stick with me until the end, because I'm also going to show you the exact way to cook eggs for maximum benefit, and the #1 mistake that even health-conscious eaters make every morning. Let's take your breakfast, and your health, to the next level. 1. Bad combo: eggs and white bread. Let's start with a classic, eggs and white toast. It's the iconic breakfast combo, a golden egg yolk oozing over a slice of warm, buttery bread. You've probably had it 100 times. It's easy, quick, and comforting. But here's the unsettling truth: this seemingly harmless duo is quietly draining your energy, taxing your metabolism, and laying the groundwork for long-term disease. White bread is made from refined wheat flour, stripped of its fiber, nutrients, and healthy fats during processing. What remains is a starchy, high-glycemic carbohydrate that behaves in your body almost like sugar. When you eat it, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. Pair that with protein and fat from eggs, and you get a biochemical mismatch that sets your insulin into overdrive. Here's how it works. Your body treats the refined carbs in white bread as a glucose bomb. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin to shuttle the sugar into your cells. But because white bread digests so quickly, your blood sugar crashes soon after. This crash leaves you feeling tired, irritable, unfocused, and craving more carbs, setting off a vicious cycle that repeats day after day. And it doesn't stop there. Over time, this roller coaster of blood sugar highs and lows leads to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells stop responding properly to insulin. That paves the way for weight gain, brain fog, chronic fatigue, and eventually, type 2 diabetes. One of my patients, Linda, a 52-year-old school teacher, was the picture of discipline. She exercised, never skipped breakfast, and always started her day with 2 eggs and white toast. Yet she felt exhausted by mid-morning and found herself needing sugary snacks by 11 a.m. Lab results revealed early insulin resistance. We swapped her white toast for roasted sweet potatoes and added a handful of blueberries. Within 3 weeks, her energy returned, her cravings disappeared, and her mood stabilized. What's happening here is more than just a sugar crash, it's metabolic sabotage. Refined carbs like white bread not only destabilize your blood sugar, but also create an inflammatory response in the body. This low-grade, chronic inflammation is at the root of many modern illnesses, from heart disease to Alzheimer's. Even worse? That white bread is robbing your body of nutrients. Without fiber, it passes quickly through your gut, offering no support for your microbiome. It doesn't nourish your cells. It feeds the bad bacteria. And when paired with eggs, a food that deserves better co-stars, you're not getting the full benefit of either. Upgrade your plate by swapping white bread with a slice of sprouted grain toast, sourdough, or roasted vegetables like sweet potatoes. These complex carbs digest slowly, provide fiber, and keep your energy steady. Want to supercharge your breakfast? Add sautéed spinach or kale and a sprinkle of turmeric for an anti-inflammatory boost. A small shift in your breakfast habits can mean the difference between dragging through your day and thriving with clear focus and vitality. 2. Bad combo, eggs and soy. Now let's talk about a surprising, and highly misunderstood, food pairing, eggs and soy. Individually, both eggs and soy are considered nutritional superstars. Eggs provide complete protein, choline, B vitamins, and healthy fats. Soy, especially in forms like tofu or soy milk, is praised for its plant-based protein and compounds like isoflavones, which are thought to support heart health. So what's the problem when you combine the two? It comes down to how they interact inside your body, especially at the digestive and nutrient absorption level. Soy contains compounds known as trypsin inhibitors. Trypsin is a digestive enzyme your body produces to break down proteins into absorbable amino acids. When you eat soy, these inhibitors block trypsin from doing its job effectively, which means that the protein in your eggs isn't fully broken down or absorbed. Imagine this: you're eating a beautiful post-workout breakfast, scrambled eggs with tofu, or eggs with a soy shake. You think you're refueling your muscles. But in reality, a big portion of those hard-earned nutrients are passing through your body without ever being used. And it gets worse. Eggs, especially the whites, contain a protein called avidin. Avidin has a special affinity for biotin, vitamin B7, which plays a critical role in converting food into energy and maintaining the health of your skin, hair, and nails. When biotin binds with avidin, it becomes useless to your body. Now add soy to the mix, and your body is dealing with multiple layers of nutrient blocking, reducing protein digestion and vitamin absorption all at once. I once consulted with a young fitness enthusiast named Chris. He was frustrated. Despite working out 5 days a week and eating a clean diet of egg whites, tofu, and soy protein smoothies, he felt tired, couldn't build muscle, and had brittle nails. Once we reviewed his eating habits and removed the soy-egg overlap, adding avocado, leafy greens, and other biotin-rich foods instead, he began seeing results within a month. On top of that, soy can be difficult to digest for some people due to its phytic acid content and specific oligosaccharides, like raffinose and stachyose, that can lead to bloating, gas, and discomfort. So now your gut is inflamed, your nutrients are being blocked, and your energy is draining, all from a meal you thought was healthy. If you enjoy soy, space it at least 4 to 6 hours away from your egg-based meals. Enjoy eggs with gut-friendly partners like avocado, spinach, or mushrooms. These ingredients support digestion and enhance the absorption of egg nutrients rather than compete with them. Remember, it's not just about eating healthy foods, it's about eating them smartly. The right combinations make all the difference. 3. Bad combo, eggs and tea. This might come as a surprise to many, especially those who find comfort in sipping a warm cup of tea with their morning eggs. After all, both tea and eggs have long histories of being associated with wellness. But when consumed together, this innocent duo can quietly undermine your digestion, block essential nutrient absorption, and slowly sabotage your energy levels over time. Let's unpack the science. Most traditional teas, including black, green, and oolong, contain high levels of natural compounds known as tannins. These polyphenols are antioxidants, which means they help combat free radicals in the body. Sounds good, right? And in many ways, they are. But here's the catch: tannins are also anti-nutrients. That means they can bind with certain vitamins and minerals in your food and make them unavailable for your body to absorb. When you drink tea with eggs, tannins interact with the proteins, especially those in egg whites, and minerals like iron and zinc. This results in the formation of insoluble complexes that your digestive system simply cannot break down. Translation? You're missing out on vital nutrients your body desperately needs. Iron, in particular, takes a big hit. Eggs, especially the yolks, are a moderate source of heme iron, a form your body can easily absorb. But tannins reduce iron bioavailability dramatically. Over time, this could contribute to iron deficiency, especially for women, vegetarians, or anyone already borderline anemic. In my clinic, I remember a retired nurse named Margaret. She had always prided herself on her healthy lifestyle, eggs and green tea every morning without fail. Yet, she struggled with chronic fatigue, brittle nails, and hair thinning. Blood work revealed borderline anemia. The culprit? Her morning tea habit was quietly blocking her iron intake for years. Once we moved her tea to mid-morning and added a source of vitamin C to her breakfasts, like a small orange, her symptoms began to reverse within weeks. But it's not just about iron. Tannins also inhibit the absorption of calcium and magnesium, two minerals crucial for bone strength, muscle function, and heart health. Combine this with the biotin-binding properties of avidin in egg whites, which we discussed earlier, and your nutrient absorption becomes severely compromised, especially if you're eating eggs and sipping tea every morning for years. Then there's the issue of digestion. Many people notice bloating or heaviness after combining tea and eggs, and that's no coincidence. The tannin-protein interaction forms complexes that slow down stomach emptying. That means your meal lingers longer in your gut, potentially leading to gas, discomfort, and even toxin reabsorption. If you love tea, and who doesn't? Simply time it right. Wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after your egg-based meal before drinking black or green tea. Or, if you want something warm with breakfast, opt for herbal teas like peppermint, ginger, rooibos, or chamomile. These are naturally free of tannins and can actually aid digestion. Want an even better strategy? Pair your eggs with a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. Not only does it avoid the tannin problem, but the vitamin C helps enhance iron absorption from your eggs, a win-win for your energy and immune system. Small changes in timing and pairing can make a huge difference in how well your body absorbs nutrients, and how you feel after a meal. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it. Now that you know what not to do, let's talk about the best ways to combine eggs for maximum health and vitality. 4. Good combo, eggs and pumpkin. This is a nutritional powerhouse that's as comforting as it is healing. Eggs and pumpkin may not be a traditional duo in most households, but they should be. When paired together, these two ingredients create a synergy that can transform your metabolism, sharpen your vision, and even protect your brain from age-related decline. Let's break down why. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient that supports brain development, regulates mood, and maintains the structure of every cell membrane in your body. They also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that concentrate in the retina and protect your eyes from blue light and oxidative stress. Now enter pumpkin. This vibrant orange vegetable is loaded with beta-carotene, the precursor to vitamin A, which is essential for vision, immunity, and skin health. Just 1 cup of cooked pumpkin delivers over 200% of your daily vitamin A needs. But the magic happens when beta-carotene meets healthy fats, like the ones found in egg yolks. That's when absorption skyrockets, allowing your body to fully unlock its healing potential. Together, eggs and pumpkin don't just support eye health, they create a protective shield for your brain and immune system. This pairing also provides the perfect balance of macronutrients, quality protein and fats from eggs, slow-burning complex carbs and fiber from pumpkin. I had a patient named Annie, in her early 60s, who came to me feeling foggy, tired, and emotionally drained. She didn't need another supplement, she needed smarter food combinations. We added a simple pumpkin egg soup to her breakfast routine twice a week. Within a month, her mental clarity improved, her digestion normalized, and her mood lifted. Try this at home. Roast cubes of pumpkin with a drizzle of olive oil, garlic, and rosemary. In a separate pan, gently poach or soft boil a couple of eggs. Serve the eggs over the warm roasted pumpkin and finish with a pinch of sea salt and pumpkin seeds for crunch. Or make a creamy pumpkin egg breakfast soup. Sauté onion and garlic in olive oil. Add canned or fresh pumpkin puree with low sodium broth. Simmer and blend until smooth. Top with a poached egg and chopped parsley. This cozy, nutrient-dense dish supports immune resilience, protects your eyesight, and keeps your energy stable for hours. It's the kind of breakfast that feels indulgent, but performs like medicine. Eggs and pumpkin, two humble ingredients that, when united, can set the tone for a stronger, sharper, and more vibrant day. 5. Good combo, eggs and cheese. This is one of the most underrated but powerful combinations for your skeletal strength, muscle recovery, and long-lasting energy, eggs and cheese. When paired smartly, these two ingredients create a calcium-vitamin D synergy that your bones absolutely love. Eggs contain a modest but bioavailable amount of vitamin D, a nutrient that acts like a key, unlocking your body's ability to absorb calcium efficiently. Without enough vitamin D, most of the calcium you eat simply passes through your system unused. That's where cheese comes in. Cheese, especially aged varieties like Gouda, cheddar, and Parmesan, is an excellent source of calcium, the mineral responsible for building and maintaining dense, resilient bones. But its benefits don't stop there. Many fermented cheeses also contain probiotics that support gut health, which in turn enhances nutrient absorption overall, including protein and minerals from eggs. So, when you eat eggs and cheese together, you're doing more than satisfying your hunger, you're fortifying your entire musculoskeletal system. Let me share a story. Mr. Lee, a retired carpenter in his late 60s, came to me after experiencing frequent falls and a bone fracture that just wouldn't heal properly. His diet was clean, but he was missing the calcium-vitamin D connection. We added a breakfast of scrambled eggs cooked in olive oil with a handful of grated Parmesan and steamed kale. Not only did his recovery improve, but after 6 months, his bone density scores showed a measurable increase, something he hadn't achieved with supplements alone. The truth is, your bones are living tissue. They respond to the nutrients you feed them. And this combination, eggs plus cheese, gives them exactly what they crave. But that's not all. This duo is also great for muscle maintenance and post-workout recovery. Eggs provide complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks your body needs to repair and build muscle. Cheese adds additional protein, plus fats that help keep you full and satisfied. Try this at home. Make a low-heat scrambled egg dish with feta or cheddar. Add spinach or arugula for extra fiber and phytonutrients. Sprinkle in a few pumpkin seeds for crunch and magnesium, another mineral that plays a key role in muscle function. Or try a breakfast wrap. Fill a whole grain tortilla with soft scrambled eggs, shredded mozzarella, and sautéed bell peppers. Roll it up and toast lightly until the cheese melts. It's quick, satisfying, and keeps you going for hours. Eggs and cheese, a satisfying comfort food pairing that goes way beyond taste. It's strength, stability, and nourishment, in every bite. 6. Good combo, eggs and apples. This may not be the first combination that comes to mind, but when it comes to digestive support, immune strength, and all-day energy, eggs and apples are a true nutritional dream team. Eggs provide the perfect foundation, a complete protein source, healthy fats, and vital nutrients like choline, B12, and selenium. They keep you full, stabilize your blood sugar, and fuel your brain. But sometimes, eating eggs alone, especially for those with sensitive digestion, can feel heavy. That's where apples come in. Apples bring fiber, especially pectin, a soluble fiber that acts like a broom for your digestive system. It helps move things along, nourishes your gut microbiome, and keeps blood sugar levels in check. When paired with the fat and protein from eggs, apples create the ideal metabolic balance, giving you both immediate fuel and long-lasting fullness. But the benefits don't stop with digestion. Apples are one of nature's best sources of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that plays a crucial role in immune defense, collagen production, and iron absorption. Eggs contain a moderate amount of non-heme iron. When eaten with vitamin C-rich foods like apples, that iron becomes more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use it to produce energy and carry oxygen throughout your body. This makes the eggs plus apples pairing a fantastic option for anyone dealing with fatigue, anemia, poor circulation, or low immunity. One of my clients, Maya, a busy young professional, told me she often skipped breakfast or just had coffee and eggs, then felt jittery and bloated. We added half a sliced apple and a handful of walnuts to her plate. Within days, she noticed more stable energy, improved digestion, and a clearer mind going into her meetings. Try this at home. Hard-boil 2 eggs the night before. In the morning, slice a crisp apple, like Honeycrisp or Pink Lady. Add a handful of almonds or walnuts and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Optional, drizzle with a little plain Greek yogurt or almond butter for a creamy touch. You've just created a meal that supports metabolism, immunity, satiety, and gut health, all in under 10 minutes. Or, make a savory sweet salad. Toss chopped hard-boiled eggs, apple cubes, arugula or baby spinach, walnuts, and a light vinaigrette made from olive oil, lemon juice, and mustard. It's fresh, balanced, and packed with nutrients, perfect for breakfast or a light lunch. Eggs and apples remind us that health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, it's the simplest pairings that deliver the biggest benefits. 7. How to cook eggs right. Now that you know what to pair eggs with, let's talk about the equally important question: how should you cook them? It turns out that your cooking method can make or break the nutritional value of your eggs. Heat, especially high, prolonged heat, can damage delicate nutrients, oxidize healthy fats, and even create inflammatory compounds if you use the wrong oils. So, while eggs are one of nature's most perfect foods, they're also surprisingly easy to ruin in the pan. Let's break it down. 1. Soft-boiled eggs. This method preserves both the flavor and the nutrition. It keeps the yolk slightly runny, which means key nutrients like choline, lutein, and vitamin D stay intact. Bring a pot of water to a gentle boil. Carefully lower the eggs and cook for 6 minutes. Transfer them immediately to an ice bath. Perfect for topping salads, soups, or toast. You get the full benefit of the egg without overcooking. 2. Steamed eggs. One of the gentlest cooking methods. Steaming uses moist heat to evenly cook the egg without browning or scorching. Place your eggs in a steamer basket over boiling water. Cover and steam for 10 to 12 minutes. Steaming is ideal for people with digestive issues or sensitive stomachs. It results in a tender texture and excellent nutrient retention. 3. Poached eggs. Poaching keeps things light. No oils, no browning, just pure egg. Bring water to a light simmer. Add a dash of vinegar. Crack an egg into a small bowl, then gently slide it into the water. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes, then remove with a slotted spoon. Poached eggs are fantastic on top of sautéed greens or avocado toast. They're elegant, easy on digestion, and low in calories. 4. Low-heat scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs can go wrong fast, especially if you blast the heat or cook them until they're rubbery. Use a non-stick skillet over low heat. Whisk your eggs with a splash of water or milk. Stir slowly and remove from heat just before they're fully set. Cooking them gently preserves their texture and nutrient content. Add herbs or veggies to boost their health benefits. 5. Best oils for cooking eggs. What you cook your eggs in is just as important as how you cook them. Olive oil, extra virgin, great for low to medium heat. Packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and antioxidants. Avocado oil, high smoke point, over 500 degrees Fahrenheit, rich in vitamin E, and great for higher heat cooking. Coconut oil, contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, for quick energy. Use sparingly due to higher saturated fat content. Avoid cheap vegetable oils, soybean, corn, canola, as they oxidize at high heat and can promote inflammation. A word about raw eggs. Some fitness trends promote drinking raw eggs. But here's the truth: raw egg whites contain avidin, which binds to biotin and blocks its absorption. Plus, raw eggs pose a risk of salmonella. Cooking eggs, gently and properly, unlocks their nutritional potential while keeping you safe. Remember, food is more than fuel, it's information. The way you prepare your meals tells your body how to heal, how to grow, and how to feel. Cook smart, and your body will thank you. Let's bring it all together. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense, accessible superfoods on the planet. But what you pair them with, and how you prepare them, determines whether they heal you or harm you. Here's what to avoid. White bread triggers blood sugar spikes, crashes, and inflammation. Soy blocks protein absorption and depletes biotin. Tea interferes with iron, calcium, and protein uptake. Here's what to embrace. Pumpkin supports vision and immunity with vitamin A and fiber. Cheese works with eggs to strengthen bones and improve recovery. Apples aid digestion, stabilize energy, and enhance nutrient absorption. And remember, how you cook your eggs matters just as much as what you eat with them. Gentle methods like soft boiling, steaming, poaching, or low-heat scrambling preserve delicate nutrients and make digestion easier. A few small shifts can make a big difference in your daily energy, mood, focus, and long-term health. This isn't about restriction, it's about smarter choices. When you eat with purpose, your body rewards you. So here's your challenge: pick just one tip from this video. Maybe it's switching from white toast to sourdough, swapping your morning tea to herbal, or adding pumpkin to your next breakfast bowl, and try it for 1 week. Watch what happens. If you learned something valuable today, I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway in the comments below. Like this video if it gave you a new perspective. Subscribe if you want more practical, science-based health advice. And share this with someone you care about, your partner, your parents, your gym buddy. It could truly change their life. You have more power over your health than you think. And it all starts with what's on your plate. Stay energized, stay mindful, and stay well.